Martin Luther King Jr. and quote, he said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moment of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Let me go again, quote from Martin Luther King Jr. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moment of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. So therefore, when you're in comfort, you are easy to go through your difficulties. You are easy to go through your challenges. But when you are challenged, when you're in controversy, how do you handle it? And Malcolm X is saying, so rather Martin Luther King is saying, Junior, that is the time you will know, you'll prove yourself. Say, hey, I am the man. I am the one. So with that said, we want to officially open court tonight. We are looking at the soldier that was arrested and charged for 28 firearms and also over 6,000 ammunition. Can you say the police, they are doing a good job? They are doing, let me be the first to say, they are doing an excellent job. We commend the police tonight for this great find, this great job that they are doing to take down these criminals wherever they are, whether they are hiding in Inspector Brown suit or if they are hiding in the camouflage. They are taking them down. One by one, they are taking them down. And this is significant in our country. This is very, very significant. It shows that the police is acting without prejudice. They are acting in a way for a better Jamaica. Yes, they are acting in a way to show Jamaica and Jamaicans that we have a different Jamaica. It's not business as usual. This is not a walk in the park. But on the other side, we realize that because the police, because not only police, but pew-pews are so much now, it's rampant, especially in 2026, 2025, we realize that they are even more of an opposition. They are opposed, they are challenged by the suspect. And unfortunately, they have to put them down. We are crying, some people are crying, say, yes, it is extrajudicial killing or unaliving for TikTok's sake. But based on what is happening, right, they have high-powered weapons attacking the police officers. So the police take evasive actions and defend themselves. So the Jamaican impartiality is in trust that definitely true. And this shows, Chef you, that they are acting in this impartial way. No matter who you are, no matter the rank, they are taking you down. No matter where you live, at one point, they are not, you don't get news to say, oh, they go up into Beverly Hills and Cherry Gardens to take out suspects and criminals. But yes, no, we are seeing that in 2025 and moving forward. We are seeing where they are active and no amount of money, right, can stop you. It is showing to the public that this is a different Jamaica. And we here in our virtual court stand behind the police. In fact, I love when the police is on the road. I love when the police is carrying out their duties because hear what? I'm not a wrongdoer. I am not a wrongdoer, so therefore I have no fear of the police. I have no fear for them to do their jobs and do it well. So I'm saying to us here that, as Malcolm X said, Martin Luther King said, and quote, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in the moment, in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy, right? So we are here to look into this matter. 28 firearms were seized. over 6,000 ammunition. That is 6,000 lives that saved from the hands of criminals and their intent. Can you imagine? You see people tap on the screen, just share the live, tap on the screen, press the arrow button, share the live so that others will see that I'm live and we are discussing this very important. Good evening, David. How are you doing, friend? Long time I haven't seen you. Thank you for joining the live. We are discussing this evening the soldier that was arrested after seizing 28 firearms, over 6,000 ammunition. HR, bro, it has been a while. I haven't seen you or heard from you. You want to take on this fine? This is tremendous, HR. You want to come and share a little bit about this, HR? Send a request now. This is significant. I think all the bloggers, all people who go live should have this on their screen right around. The inspector that was arrested and the soldier, they should have this running with. Because this is very significant. It shows that the police is acting impartial. It shows that the police is out to get the job done. Right? It is showing. I'm taking up. I'm not seeing it. I don't see a request from your HR. Send a request now. Oh, you're occupied now. That's what you're saying. Oh, yes, so you're listening. So I'm saying we want to look into this matter tonight. This is a young man, and that even make it worse. This is a young man, 36 years old. And based on the last charge, that are 15 years times 28. Times 28. That is 420 years, you know. Just that's for the firearm alone. Then you have 6,142 rounds of ammo at the Kingston Wharves Logistics Center. So we see this is not a joke matter. This is not a joke matter we are faced with in our country. Right? This is not a joke matter in our country, what we are faced with right now. When you look into it, very, very serious case, Anash, as you come along. One of these firearms could just very well take us out, right? JLP, click the arrow button and register for court. You realize your heart is thing there is out, right? So this is something we need. Thank you very much. Register for the court, Anash. This is something we need to champion. We need to say, in spite of, or irrespectful, or of who we stand behind. We need to stand up for Jamaica, because right now 28 illegal firearms off the road. Where were they destined, Kerry? Where were they going? Where it was going? This is something that should be every person that go live, that love Jamaica, should have on their page. Kerry, how are you doing? Welcome.
What's up? Good night. Good night. What's up?
Good night. Good night.
How are you?
It is on. I'm doing well, and I'm doing very well. It's just that I'm just basking in this raid, this good news. Of knowing that 28 firearms have been seized.
Yeah, man, I hear a lot of firearms are being seized. You know, a question I wanted to ask, but I'm gonna message the minister and ask him for myself what they do with these firearms when they are seized, when they are brought in.
Normally, after the court and everything, they normally destroy them.
Oh, they destroy them. Oh.
Yeah, they destroy them.
Okay. I don't like how people are tearing down the police officers, though. It hurt my heart. I was on this live yesterday, and it had up to about 400 people. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Some of them people don't have nothing good to say about police officers. It's up to them. It's like they just want to get rid of the police officers, how some of them sound. But
the thing is that, Kerry, if you have a criminal mind, you will not like the police.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
That's the whole point,
I think so. And then if you want to bring politics into it, which I think a lot of people are doing, is bringing politics into this whole crime thing. And something like crime, we can't bring politics into this. This is something that, both sides have to work to get crime down, because Peter Bunting, when he was the security minister, he got robbed. He got robbed and
Look at
could have
that.
lose his life.
Exactly.
So this crime thing in Jamaica that we've been trying to control for years, I don't think you people should bring politics into it. You understand? Because we have some serious criminals on the street in Jamaica.
Very serious, Kerry. I always say, Kerry, when they come for you, you could have pretty like Jesus angel. They're not sparing.
Man, you remember they had a shootout the other day and some criminals and they took out a 2-year-old baby.
Look at that.
Man.
So I'm saying for persons who speak against these raid are these police crime, because this is something to give some shout out about, because this is good news. No matter who you are, no matter what your rank is, they're going to take you out.
Mm-hmm. And I like how a lot of corrupt police officers and soldiers are being pulled down. We need to get rid of them. We have a few of them in the force, and we need to get them out. But we can't put politics into crime, people. A lot of you people, like I said it on my live earlier, as soon as you guys fly back home and open up your door, gunman take you guys out. Crime is everybody's business. We can't put politics into this thing. And that's what you're hearing when you go on most of these lives and they're bashing the police and people are going way back to tell their story, what they experience and all of that. We want the force to be clean up, and we want to get rid of the corrupt one, and we want to get the crime numbers down in Jamaica.
And it is showing that it's going down, because most of them, they are scared right now of the police. And that is why you see, because they cannot get to carry out their illicit activities. That is why you need them speaking against what is happening.
Exactly.
And that is the problem now. They are not able to do what they usually do.
But Judge, guess what it is now? The police are in control of the streets now. Before, gangs were taking over our streets and, they were doing what they wanted to do. The crime numbers used to be like what? 1,500, and police unaliving was like 1 something. That to show you that criminals were taking over the streets. But now the police are in charge. The gunmen, them are afraid of the police.
Exactly, and it should be so.
Yes.
That is what should be happening.
Yeah, man.
It shouldn't be that the police hovering and criminals out there at large.
Yeah, man. The police now in charge of the streets, man. In what they call it, was it St. Catherine or Clarendon, experiencing a very low crime rate in decade. They haven't seen that. So we're gonna get there, Jamaica. We're gonna get there. But I think these people who want to bring politics in it's gonna hurt you guys in the upcoming election, because something as crime, trust me, you don't want to bring politics into that, because if the numbers are going down, that is going to be a win, and that is not something that you want to campaign on. I think I will just keep quiet on it and not bring politics into it.
And not only that, it's undeniable that things are happening in terms of good, where the police, are concerned in terms of carrying down the crime and stabilizing the country. Because when you look and see, when you drive along the thoroughfare, as a turn, you see a police officer. So for you to create the havoc or creating the crime, you have to think twice. You have to think twice. You understand?
Yeah.
So their intelligence is at work.
But remember that this police force was double under Andrew. That was also a big move by this government. The force, I think, was like what 8. Can't remember the numbers, but the numbers actually double under Andrew, putting more boots on the ground.
Come on, Pitbull, long time I haven't heard you. Send a request, Pitbull. So I'm saying, Pitbull, what is happening in your neck of woods? What is happening down there? Is there echo still? You're here in echo?
Hold on.
I think there's it.
Okay, fine.
Let me turn off this box.
Yeah, guys, so we can't bring politics into crime, guys. A lot of people just have the worst to say about the police officers, and it don't look good.
Oh. You hearing it still, caution? Tender caution?
Caution, depend your mind. Caution, depend in live.
No, man. Her name is Conduct. Caution, okay, though. You soon pass.
Yes, you're in right. Wait till he reach. Don't address him yet. Wait till he reach.
No, I will not. I sent my message, say, listen to me,
you shouldn't even send him no message. You should have waited till he reach. Judge, you should have waited till he reach on your live. I've never inboxed anybody to say anything unless somebody asks me something.
I put it under the post, so I let him know that this is one TikTok judge that will not. You will hear that I have a lot of women, but you will not hear my name mixed up with no batty fish business.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Well, you're still hearing it. I'm not sure. Probably it's the feedback from Kerry's
Oh,
thing.
let me mute. Let me mute.
Yes, yes. So Pitbull, how you doing? Welcome, Pitbull. It has been a while. We are celebrating the cause and the effect of our policemen and women that are serving this country bravely, taking down inspector, taking down soldier, taking down the criminal minds of this country, tarnishing the police force. And also we want to look at the sensitive nature of the 311 unalive by the police. Can they do better in terms of how they approach and how they go about doing their job?
The only better they can do, unless the criminals do better by not doing their job, the tasks that they are doing. And if the criminal in this is from doing the what they are doing, then the police will do better by not cutting down them. And I support the police 100% are doing their job.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, definitely. I stand right behind them and I stand before them. I stand everywhere with concern, law-abiding citizens and protecting the citizens of Jamaica. You cannot live in fear in your own country. I don't have a visa enough.
Yeah, for instance, Mr. Sim. I have two.
I don't want none because I want to live in my country.
Yes, I have two. And however, if I knew that a ganja spliff, is gonna bring, danger to me or my family or to the wider Jamaica, why would I want it anyway?
Hold on, Pitbull. What are you saying you have two of? Sorry for cutting you guys short. I was away from the phone. What you have two of?
Visas.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. Continue, Pitbull.
Mm-hmm. All right. For these criminals that in slinging the illegal weapons, I don't care who they are. They could be my daughter, my son, my grandchildren, my mother, father, sister, brother, nieces, nephews, aunt, grandmother, or grandfather. As long as they have it in their position, get them out. Because if you don't have an intention, you wouldn't have it in your position.
Well, Pitbull, last week, when Monday gone, we were on this topic, and persons were saying the police cannot be judge, jury, and executioner. What's your take on that kind of our line of argument?
Well, the police is not a judge or a jury either, but they are there to do their work. And we, the citizens of Jamaica, must allow the police to do their work and do it diligently.
Because what they're saying, based on the numbers now, 311 unalived by the police in 2025. Is it too much?
Listen. It for me, it is not too much, and they didn't catch the rest.
How you'd quantify that number to say it's not too much? Because I asked that question to someone last week. What do you use to say it's not too much? It's because of the weapons that are out there, the weapon they have choice. Why it is not too much?
Mr. Sims, for one, the police go on a targeted operation. Third, I'm going to put myself in the position and say, I am the criminal. Yes. The police, apprehend me in a way, or cornered me in a way that I cannot move. I have, the weapon. Why cannot I put down the weapon and give up myself freely? Why after him fired at the police? The police have no choice but return fire. Mm-hmm. They're not cast iron. They're not going to stand up there while you are firing and keep ducking. They're not cast iron.
So you are saying they are faced with flight or fright. That's the situation, because they are faced with threat, of equal force that they have, firearms. No. Are you saying that the police should run away and hide? That's what we are saying?
No.
Are we talking about the questionable ones that say, for instance, like the young man down country there, he went outside the house, and afterwards we heard that he was unalive. I think those are some of the cases. I know. I definitely
hold on. You're talking the one in Churchill in Clarendon?
Yes, that young man
Mr.
there.
Mr. Sims. Listen. Oh my God, I don't know, and I don't want to even say anything about it.
You know of that case? You know about it?
Listen, I'm living 25 minutes away from Churchill Lane.
Oh, what's Cherry Lane like?
It is not a good area.
Describe the area. Describe the area for us, because I don't know those areas.
It is not a good area. It's a lane leading off the main road to 4 past Clarendon, and it is not anything nice in there.
So are you saying that you don't have any law-abiding citizens live around in that area?
Well, in every area, you will have a law-abiding citizen. Even the worst ghetto in Kingston, you have law-abiding citizen. But,
Oh, boss, you want to come talk to us, because it seems like you know the area well as well. So we want to know what is happening. Come up, Bossy. We want to know what is happening in that area. I am yet to look into that case and get some information on persons who are equipped to discuss the case. Because I don't know the area, I don't know nothing. So J Boss is saying it is below middle class, but not bottom. Okay. So it's a more volatile area. That's what you're saying, Pitbull.
Yes.
It is known for certain activities.
Yes.
So in regards to this young man, how you place him? What you know about him?
Yes.
Just a minute.
Use the word we. We are not innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just that word I will use. We are not innocent.
Yes, but you cannot speak definitively to that situation.
I can speak, but I don't want to do it openly. And that is why I use the word to say we are not innocent.
Okay. All right, let me hear what Boss J Boss has to say. J Boss, welcome. How are you doing?
I don't know much on the situation.
No, just describe the area. You have a feedback. That terrible feedback. Your background is a bad sound, J Boss. Where are you? In your some room there or something? There's a terrible feedback there. But viewers, what we are getting so far is like it's really a garrison kind of area where it is known for illicit activities and all of that. Oh, you're gonna reconnect, yeah, man. And just connect to the send the one kind to the heart. Good, give me the heartbeat so that the members will go. All right, so that's it. I am not sure. Is there anybody here? No, I guess I'm not sure if there's a restriction on the live carrier or so on. From Monday I have noticed it. They restrict the numbers going down, and I restarted and it went up. So I'm not sure if something with TikTok or what have you. You understand? I'm not sure what is happening.
Because last live when I drove, I know you guys had a big uproar over here, but I have missed most of it.
Yes. The numbers.
That's why I asked you what happened.
Yes. Think they want to say something last week. I didn't get a chance. Paul, I sent you a request. Paul was here, wanted to say something the last time. But Paul, we are talking about this soldier that was arrested and charged, and is the police showing that they are impartial? Is that what it's saying? Okay, yeah. You wanted to say something last time. Yeah, so I was giving you the opportunity now before we go into anything sensitive. Nurse, you had some information last week, and I'm not sure if you are prepared or you're in a position to share with us what is happening in our country, the kind of statistics that we are working with in terms of carrying down the crime rate, the focus and the direction of the police. And we can see from recent news that the police, they are working impartially, whether it be your inspector, commander, whatever position you are, they are taking you down. And that is what we want to see. We don't want to hear only gunmen or those waste, well, let me not say that, you know, but regular citizens been taken down. We see that all caliber of people are now being held, charged, and sent off to the place of no return. And that is what we want to see in our country. We don't want to see one set of people being taken down. We want to see that the corrupt police, men and women, the corrupt soldiers, they are behind the bars as well, because they are contributing to the evil of the society. You understand? Okay, Mr. Stewart, not a problem, not a problem. So that is the whole point of what we are discussing here this evening. Why is it good things are happening and we are not standing behind it? Why is it we are only looking at the negative? Yes, 311 is a lot, but what are the circumstances surrounding it? Is it a good move? Is it justified? And that is why I wanted a study from Ms. Mitchell.
Why are they talking about the 311 that the police are alive, and they're not talking about the thousands that the gunman take down?
Okay, so that's another research we need to get, because why they are saying that is because it is the highest in recent times. It's actually double from last year. Last year it was 186 for 2024.
So yeah, it was 186, but what was the crime number? It was up in the 1,000.
Yes, so that's it.
You understand? What was the crime number when the police unaliving was at 186? The murder number was up in the 1,000.
Yes, Kerry, but it was up in the thousands, but at the same time, this is less than 1,000 and it is more unaliving.
Yeah.
So that is what we're trying to say. It is
a lot
matching up.
Yeah, and the police was able to capture a lot of leaders for gangs. Bloodstain was one of them. Yes, so they're working, man. They're working. And next year, by the end of this year, we're going to see a big reduction in crime in Jamaica. Very big reduction in crime.
Then again, we would like to look at, Kerry, the amount of arrests made. Because a lot of these people, they were arrested successfully and they are behind bars to face the judge.
And you know, they did put out a report that there were more persons arrested than more persons taken down by the police.
Yes, we need to see that. But you know, I am trying to get a team to work with me with this, because I know it's very important and we can look at it and, you know, broaden it out a little bit more to see the arrest rate versus the unaliving rate and all of that. So we have a better understanding, you know, what is happening. I don't see Kizzy live anymore. Want to Kizzy?
Kizzy come on once in a while. Sometimes she's on Black King live, sometimes too. Oh. But those ladies, they come on once in a while. They go on Black King live, and sometimes they run their own live.
Yes, so we are looking at, so when I look at this soldier, Kerry, as a young man, 36 years old, been arrested for 28 illegal crimes. Is he acting alone?
Trust me, when you see it like that, you have more than one of them involved in it. But it's a good thing that we have them, you know, they are being picked out, the bad police officers and the bad soldiers in there that are involved in wrongdoing. Oh. You know, this government is taking them out. They're bringing them in front of the judge. Yes. So we're also cleaning up the force, getting rid of the corrupt and bad police officers. Oh, she typed it. Oh, Kizzy is here. Say shy.
Yes, I realize. I'm sorry. That's why I made mention of her. I know she was very active in the political time. Probably she already do current events and so on. But I'm saying, this 36-year-old and the inspector, I think he was what, in his 50s?
You know what I would like to hear? How long he been in the police force for? For him to be an inspector, look like he was sitting there a long time being corrupted.
Very sad. Very, very sad situation we are discussing here this evening. This man had reached the position of inspector. Inspector. You know what I mean? And then now to hear that, you know, he was messed up in that way, or he messed up himself. It's not a good look. But it's also good to show us that the police is acting impartial. Now, because you're an inspector, they're going to look over you. Not because you're commander or major, they're gonna look over you. They are coming for you. And I'm sure the Prime Minister said something about that. Said, no matter where you are, we are coming for you. Should there be a different, because I heard somebody I frequent my life said, should there be a different charge for these men and women that serve to protect our citizens and then in wanting, breaking the law in certain
like for the regular citizen would have get 25 and 30 here. Those persons should have get like $1 million.
You think so?
Yes.
Why you think so? What to justify you saying so? Because when you look at it, they are humans too, and they are tempted just the same. They have the ego.
All right. For instance, if I prescribe a medicine, and I know that the medicine is not good for the wider community, why would I want to take it for myself?
Interesting. I know this is Philippians. Come up. Judge Philippians.
Yeah.
As you're coming, just a minute. Good evening. As you come.
Good evening.
Should there be
What kind of profile picture this Philippian about? Anyways, continue.
Should there be a different sentence for this inspector and this soldier? 28 firearms, over 6,000.
Oh my God. Of course, they should know better. Jesus, I feel scared.
Exactly.
You have never heard about it?
Yeah. I mean, I did see an headline that a soldier was arrested because of the gun seizure. But
Yes.
I didn't know a sergeant is involved as well.
No, a sergeant is involved in the white substance. That's
two different cases?
Two different cases.
Of course, they are held to a higher standard, so I would expect their punishment to be severe. They should know better. They are there to uphold the law.
One would argue to say, Philippian, they are not being paid properly, so that's why.
No, I know that. No, agreed. Listen.
Agreed.
It's greed. So. Me know one sergeant where I get 800,000 a month.
800,000 a month?
Same salary.
What you not saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's his gross.
That is what by what would qualify him to get so much money?
You can get you'll move from constable go where the next rank? Corporal, and now you're sergeant, you're big money, you're in the force for how long?
Okay.
If you look, these things are public, If you go on the Ministry of Finance, you will see the salary scale, all of them.
And you are saying they can survive on their salary. They don't have to be doing what they are doing. They don't have a need.
No, they don't. They can survive. They don't need anything extra.
But 1 second.
Or if they do need any extra money, them can have a side job.
Right. Pitbull, you were saying something?
If persons can survive off a minimum wage, why can't they survive from the gross earning that they're getting?
Chef, I'm not saying that the low wage is pushing them to do illegal stuff. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there because the other person will argue like this. So I want people to know what is really happening.
A lot of low-income earners are not committing any crime or doing anything illegal.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Their salary is above normal. Yeah. So
most of those persons and the other in Sims, they're living above their means.
Right.
And there's so many ways that you can make money. Right? If you can turn over your salary, you can make money on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. You can start some buy and sell. You can start your own product.
Listen,
offer one service and all of that. There are so many different ways to earn a second income. And when Jamaicans go overseas, see Trump lock them out now. They're going to
find different ways that are not illegal. They're working 2-3 jobs. Why they can't do it in Jamaica?
Is it that the atmosphere is presented for us to have 2-3 jobs in Jamaica? Is the economy ripe for that?
Another economy. You mean like we don't have the setup where we run on a 24-hour basis? Because we run from maybe 9 to 5 and maybe 9 to 9 most of the time. Most business establishments are closed by 5 o'clock. Many business establishments.
But Philippine, our population is small. Good night, Julie. Our population is small, and that's one of the reasons why we don't have, that kind of robust, economy.
But it would benefit us, the people, if we have had such what do you call that now? It would benefit us.
Flexibility, flexi work week.
We have flexible work hours. So
yes,
you leave you go one job from 9 to 3 p.m. and then from 5 to 11. It can work. Yeah.
It can work, but do you have any factories in Jamaica that
kind
of production?
Places where you can work, but those is usually high level, high skilled workers they would need. JPS probably work at 24 hours. JPS.
Yes, I know. JPS.
Yeah. Some other industries, they have 24 hour.
And they can also do security guard also, like how security officers, they can be that also.
Yeah, but most security officers work 12 hours.
No, they can just take on the night shift.
That would be too much.
You said that 12 hours, they can do 8-hour shift.
You can start up the store on Amazon. I can do so many different things.
Yeah, Amazon is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are saying this 36-year-old soldier, he could have used his energy. Do you believe he's acting alone? Thank you, Julie, for the share. Let's press the repost.
Yes, the soldiers get more than money, more than police,
They get more.
Yes, soldiers are paid better than police officers in Jamaica.
It's interesting. It's very interesting because I'm looking at this young man, Philippine, just losing life because right now he's looking at 420 years just for the firearm alone.
In Jamaica?
No, each firearm, is 15 years,
Oh, but the sentence can run concurrently. So it may just. I don't know how they are going to do it. I forgot to ask tomorrow when we go.
Each one carry is 15 years, each one,
Okay.
So I like that. They should move it up. When people see these kind of penalty, then they'll want to get rid of the guns.
They might get 400 years. Jesus.
But Kerry, remember, it was what, 5 years of firearm or 7 years?
Yeah, but I think 7. I think, yeah.
It was 7, and it moved to 15, and we still see a lot more firearms being taken from the streets.
Yeah,
a lot more.
It's sad that a lot of people don't value their life. A lot of factories, but the pain, I don't know. But I like it. I like that they put it up that high. When people see that, they will stay away from the gun and put it down.
What I'm saying to you, Kerry, there's no change because it was 7 and it's now 15 years, and we still see more of the illegal stuff coming in, even more. That is not enough years. I don't think there's a change.
Wow, so those things came through our borders. Jeez, it means that, oh my.
No, it means that our borders are even more secure than before, Philippines, because
yes, but I mean, geez.
They found the firearms at the Kingston Logistics Center on December 19, and this young man was arrested on I think it's the 6th or the 7th of this year, January. Right? He's a 36-year-old young man, just about to begin his life, just starting his way out. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You run contrary, say, okay, 15 years old. Okay, thing. So when you look at it, yes, so when you look at it, it shows that our borders
No,
are
no,
more secure.
Patrico. I didn't think that we made guns in Jamaica.
Even that. So when you look at it, it's sad. Minimum. Well, we have to call for it as citizens, We have to call for a higher number, higher sentence for them. Because as I stated earlier, they don't spare you when it is a fact that they come for you, whether they're robbing you or doing any such thing. They're not going to spare you. And that's a sad reality. And that is why I believe that we have this high police shooting, because they are going to defend themselves. They're not going to give up easily. They're not going to give up easily, because they know that they are going down one way or the other.
Yeah, these weapons, if they get in the wrong hand, well, they're going to hurt us, the common citizens. The big man, them, the top man, them have them security, them have them own licensed firearm, but it's the common man that are going to be the victim of these weapons.
So it is showing right now, here, there and then, that our borders are more secure, more reinforced. So it's not one time, it's not 10 to 15 years ago. So then again, yes, that's another thing to you want to come up, Big Trick, or what is the name? I can't pronounce all these names. You can come and share, because I do believe, based on what is happening, we can give the police a round of applause. We can give them.
That's what happened.
We can give them a round of applause, because they are doing their job. Whether it be your inspector or you're a soldier or wherever you fall, politician, they're going to take it down. We have that discuss the case. I think I saw Kerry did have a topic on it with the politician that he unalived his was charged for unaliving his wife. And the manner in which it was done, she was pure in her private era. Can you imagine the thing happening in Jamaica?
We know for sure if that's where
that's what it said. Yeah, that's what it was said, because they couldn't find the thing, the projectile.
Yeah, based on the first the forensic and some of that.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Good night, guys. Yes, based on the forensic and some of that thing that was done, 3 rounds at least. That one wasn't only one, just 3, based on the 3 project that was found in the vicinity, and based on the doctor, the experts, they both all 3 went through, or where. All 3 went through, or where.
DJ.
Oh my! I didn't know that was true. Jeez.
Yes, that terrible case. Yeah. All females on this app should go and think it's a very serious thing.
Jesus, I can't fathom why he would do that.
Yeah, but give me a last minute. Do you know, I see in the last campaign a number of persons who won their seats had spoken to females in the most disrespectful way. And they talk to and about females as if, and they want their seats by many female votes.
That's how they are. Me can't bother.
Yeah, but think about the message that we're sending when females repeatedly vote for these candidates. I've been seeing them disrespect females time and again. Think about it. Are we saying to them that don't disrespect females? If you do it, we still support you? Where's the line drawn?
Well, listen, Patrick, 2 things happened with 2 ministers, 2 PNP ministers. You had Philip Palwell, baby and baby mother, that was unalive. I know he's not the one that been pulled over for the case, but the young girl who did it was staying at his house.
Yeah, questionable. And you want his seat.
And he wanted his seat, and it even came out where they said he dropped the girl this way or dropped the girl. So I don't know. It's not a lot of.
And why the country beat his woman with a chair, with a stool.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, call another one.
Not only that, Patrick, we're looking at the gruesome way how this man take out his wife, you know?
It starts there, it starts.
And she's such a beautiful woman. Yes, he hated her.
She's been abused, and she was abused all along. This is never. It starts. When I teach school sometimes, teach college sometimes, and I have a look at me. I start my class with the anatomy of a ass whooping. Call it that. It's a rough talk first, then I grab first, then I drape, then I slap, then I box, then I punch, then I kick, and afterward it's a full beat down. They never get to the level where they're going to do that. It projects, it graduates from the aggression of verbal aggression to a grab, you know what I mean? To a push. It gets to the level where you can kick it on with a stool or draw a weapon and put 3 on you.
Yes,
now, women must stop at the first onset of a loud voice or an aggressive tone. Check him and say, yo, brother, what that? Where you go with that? Check him at the start of it, and I guarantee you, we will never get to the beating part. You understand me? What we do, we allow it to get past the aggression and the tough tone and the push and the grab and the drape up. And we end up in the case where you get what we're talking about. You understand? We abusive men, not that I am one, but I've seen it. Abusive men never jump off the deep end.
But the women sometimes they normalize it.
There you go, my sister. There you go.
Yes. You know, Patrick, I would like Kerry too, because she was the one I saw with it, you know, because it's the case, the trial started, and I think it's good. It's a good news to bring awareness to the deviousness, the length that this man would have gone, you know, or went to unalive his wife in such in such a terrible,
inhumane way. But Kerry, before you go, Kerry, he had accomplice to help him cover that up. That is the okay.
You're calling me? I heard my name.
Yeah, the person he did what he alleged to have done what he did. Alleged, right?
Allegedly.
But there were persons in the house during or after who helped him cover up the situation.
Listen, Mark Golden came out and gave a big press statement, say, "Oh, the lady died naturally in her sleep. It was after the autopsy was done." I don't see anything with him coming out and correcting his statement, but he deleted the statement he made from his social media page.
But who were the persons at the house? Was a Mark Golden? Which man would have gone to which of my friend can call me and say, me analyze my partner, may help you do this?
Yeah, the entire friends of them. Entire friends.
Why did he come out and give such a statement on the lady?
Hold on, Kerry.
Based on initial.
Remember, said the doctor went up there. The doctor, doctor man. The doctor and the blogger, when they said, oh, it was a little bit of blood out of her nose and all of them up there, and the tiles were changed on the floor, you know? And they must have changed like the mattress, you know?
The mattress was changed. And
that was the most, that when me hear, no, the tiles and the mattress being changed, no, they were trying to cover this up.
That wasn't Mr. Golden who did that. You get me? Who are those persons? Who are those people?
They were covering it up.
Yes.
That views expressed is not necessarily.
I'm afraid when them something happen, and I need justice. People need justice because you feel scared when them people in a high places are going to do such
hold on, let me
things.
say something. If an autopsy wasn't done, why would you come out and make a statement like that? Why would you rush and give a statement like that without an autopsy being done?
It could be what he was told in a Kerry. Look at it from that angle. It could be what he was told.
By who?
By whomever.
By the man, the one who unalived his wife.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
It could be that way. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't like how they're saying the media is barred from this trial. I think this is a high-profile trial. I think we need to be in there and we need to know what's going on with this trial.
Yeah, they've always been barred. None of these cases that ever gone to a trial and we see a lot of stuff. It's always been behind the curtains. So one of those things.
When it's a public figure?
Always. You can't. If you're an attorney, Mr. Small, Judge Small, you can better inform us of this. Is there ever been a case where a public case?
I'm not a legal judge in a third. I'm a TikTok judge.
Okay. Do you know of a case where the public has access to the information while during trial?
It depends. It depends on the case. It depends on the case.
I know depends on the case, but I'm saying this is not just a normal case, you know, as you rightly said.
No.
This is a high profile case. It's a case that has a lot of implications because not just him analyze her. You're a person's complicit to this. And
who did the cleanup afterwards? Yes.
Yeah, those persons too. So they have a day in court as well, you know. Whoever quote unquote they are.
I agree, and I hope justice is served at the end because there are a lot of people involved.
But I heard you say something earlier on, you know, about the guns coming in. You know. When last I got to the war.
That's what we're discussing this evening. We can look at that case another time.
Another time. You've been to the wharf lately? Did you barrel from the wharf lately?
No, don't. No, just do the door to door.
Okay, so if you want to ask for guns coming to the court or coming to the country, just one day, just for the hell of it, just take a trip, you know, because I do information, you know, I do information. I don't just talk, I do my own checks. And I go and I would sit down at the port. Any of the port them, an industrial terrorist one, or the one on the wharf. Just sit down like a barrel. I watch how things coming in and out of that place, you know. As many persons there are checking, there are many persons and many things not being checked. Okay. So there were no the question of a gun coming. What I don't understand is when them find a gun coming in, why don't they let it get to the suit? The last one, not the one with the Soderman recently, one last year. There are some guns just coming and they stop it. Let the guns go where it was going to find who it had go to. They keep intercepting the gun before they get to the person. We don't want
talking about the 200 plus guns that the government would have stopped.
Yes. Well, yeah, stop it for that way to go. Because I go to somebody.
That's true, yeah.
Don't stop it on the port and lock up like one man on a wharf.
But hey, listen, Patrick, you see, if that had made it on the streets during the election, we would have had a very bloody election.
Bloody.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Why? Thank God it be peaceful. I was worried because of the rhetoric that was being spewed.
You know, Philippines, Patrick mentioned something very interesting. Why not do an investigation to see, but not only to see that, Patrick, there must be name on those items or the parcel.
Must be name,
address, all of those things.
They must can
Why you stop it for? Why stop it? I don't understand, you know. Why you let it not? Why it's coming from somebody and going to somebody? So there are about 3 or 4 persons. The sender, the receiver, and the handlers. That's 3 separate networks, you know. Because let me tell you something. 2 guns that cost $2 America, 200 that cost $2, 2,000 guns that cost $2. 2, 20, 200, 2,000. A whole heap of gun that. Enough money that. So the network of persons in the States who was preparing that to send out here. To do what? To have fireworks for Christmas? No, to wreak havoc on society. It was one, that guns only have one purpose, you know, like money almost on go spend, gun to kill. You understand me?
Patrick, is it a big business in Jamaica for this industry or this this thing?
One firearm costs probably 3 times what it costs equivalent in the States out here. 3 times or more. So,
right.
So it's if a guy who has a license to bring in firearm legally to sell it to license owners, he's making a pretty decent profit, you know.
Yes.
Pretty profit. Pretty, and some profit. And then the range piece we have to go get certified and the training that is required. And then the bullets, call it the shoelaces, the laces for the shoes, you know, that famous case. Those don't come cheap.
Yes. Oh, yes, remember it,
yes. As possible. Yes.
Yeah. It's enough money, man. Enough money.
So it's a multi-billion-dollar industry then that we are discussing here.
Yeah, can I give you a wicked one than the one day? A few years ago, we had a shooting contest in Jamaica. A big firearm reach in Jamaica. high-powered rifle for the
Oh
for the,
yeah, I
remember that
remember it.
and it
I
went missing.
remember
Remember?
it.
It went missing.
It what?
It went missing.
It went missing?
Yes. Yeah. But
Was it found?
if my memory serves me, where it was found.
Wow.
It was found in an interesting place too. It was found.
Where? Tell me.
I can't say.
No,
It was found.
it's not court in the case and a mix-up place, you know.
Yeah.
It's not
It was
mix-up
found
place.
in the position somewhere that is owned by another prominent person.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so let me tell this to you.
Hold on, I have Seabreeze here. Seabreeze, come here. Mhm.
The crime business is not 2 cents. You know. The crime business is what is the biggest
It's a
industry?
multi-billion-dollar business.
What is the biggest
What you
industry?
said, Patrick?
What is the biggest industry, the fastest growing industry in Jamaica in the last 20 years?
Tell us.
I think
give
it's
us, break it
tourism.
down.
Security.
Security.
Oh.
Okay.
The most companies, security companies, start up and they don't fail. None of
And
them go
funeral?
under. Well, that has been our second tourism right now.
Yes, funeral, yeah.
Security industry, none of them go under and them start up. If they go under, it's not for bad lack of business, bad management.
Mhm.
To protect people's life and property is right now bringing in big bucks.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants a bodyguard, escort home from work late. Companies pay security guard companies to escort their staff home beyond certain hours from certain neighborhoods. Right? That never happened before. Cool? Everybody car tracking devices run by security companies.
You're so right.
It's a massive industry, you know. Now, do you think that those persons want crime to fix in Jamaica?
No.
Okay, then
never.
we're not talking no more. We're not talking no more then.
Oh, you mean the security companies?
Why you want crime going on? if you are security
Well,
guard,
them have to go to business. Them have to
well,
go
we would love for them
pivot
to.
into
We got
something else.
serious information here.
You get, let me say to you, how would you get the industry to go under if the crime is going up? And who do I own a security company? Why do I want it? Yeah, altruistically speaking, I want this to fix the country and all of us are better off. My pocketbook says, no, man, make crime go up because crime up, money up for me.
More money, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting contrast.
I just say go, brother. I just say go. And we sit down here now, law-abiding citizens that go to FLA for a firearm, and I'm going to tell you all kind of crap.
Yes.
And you,
Is there something bigger behind the picture with that? Because that's something that we need to look into, because for you as a law-abiding citizen to get a firearm in Jamaica, it's not a walk in the park.
we have firearm in 3 countries right now, put on. License for legally own firearm in three other countries.
And you cannot get one in your country.
I cannot get one in my country.
Look at that.
Oh.
Let us
So
welcome.
maybe then you have to have like a business or something, or you carry a large amount
Patrick,
of
one
cash.
second, Philippians.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Sorry to interrupt you. Patrick, can you tell us the steps you take to get a legal firearm in those countries, since as I mentioned it?
In the States.
Or in Jamaica.
In the
In the
States.
States, man. Jamaica is behind the world, man. They are behind the world when it comes to
In the States, I bought my wife a firearm for her birthday last year. That's like, what do you want? I'm going to buy a shop. Like I'm going to Walmart, almost like a Walmart and a shop and buy it here.
Yeah.
I should walk to the store. That was it.
So what would be your prerequisite? What would be your prerequisite for you to just able to just go on and do that?
In Jamaica here,
man, not Jamaica, man. Not Jamaica. Overseas, I'm talking. Because Jamaica is a total.
I'm an American as well as a Jamaican.
One qualification.
One, a valid ID.
Yes.
No background check in some states. None at all. Which by the way, that's also a problem, you know. It's another side of the same coin, you know. That's another side of the same coin. The ability to just buy a gun so easily is also a problem. You get me?
Can you repeat that for me?
I said the ability to buy a firearm so easily in America is also a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can buy a gun. Because anybody can own a firearm in America, and not all owners have the good intentions. So people can buy it. There's some states, there's no background check required in some states, and therefore, John Tom can buy a gun to blow away Mary tomorrow morning because him you know, going to a school shooting, legal firearm.
Hold on. I don't want to flag the page. I don't know if the page has been flagged because you know my number's low now. Use coin up your words, then. Coin your words when you speak about those things. Yes.
I'm just saying that people in the States are able, in many states in the States, right? Because there are 50 different countries in one country, to do things that is legal, but it has its consequences. We don't want that problem in Jamaica. So we're not saying open it up to everybody. We're not saying that. Because if we do that, we may have a bigger problem than we have now. Because we have a temper, we have a cultural problem, we have an ego issue in Jamaica when men are concerned. We have a temper problem, we have an attitude problem, we have our issues. If all of us ever, you know, I would say, our head may break to the bar tonight. So we don't
Patrick, are you saying that problem is not in America where you have men that have issues with the temper and all of those things?
Yes.
Even more because it's like a road rage and so on.
Yeah, but here's why. The consequences of those actions in the States, you know, have a mixed consequences. Out here, you saying I say, out here, you can't do what you do, man, and if you know the right man, you're a cool man. Simple.
Okay.
I don't say anything. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying to you? You understand me? So I am saying to you, out here, we want law-abiding, record clean citizens who want to own one just for personal protection or for sport to be able to own one. And it should be wrong with that. Law-abiding, no record of any crime or whatever, should be able to make an application and pay the whatever fees and walk in, get them permit back in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Once them come and check if you have the right security measures in place, and you continue to do what you do. Why you have to jump through hoops and apply and reapply and apply 10,000 times? It shouldn't be so.
You need 6 months for security checks. Why is that necessary?
What is not necessary for? We're too small for that. We're 3 million people. We're 3 million people.
What you checking for 6 months?
No. If your eye change or your eye color change or your ear color change, we don't know. Because it can be.
Because having it put you at a greater responsibility than not having it.
I have friends who own it and them tell me that it is the most stressful thing to walk it.
Oh.
Because you are, not only are you alert, I should be alert.
Come up, caution. You say tender caution, you're saying something. Come up and talk to me what you're saying. Because I'm seeing the fluctuation in the numbers. Normally we would have more numbers than this long time. Come and tell me what you're seeing on your side. Yes, Patrick. Let me just say some information. Tender caution, welcome. Good evening.
Good evening. I was saying that there's something going on with your life. It's being crossed with another person's life.
Oh, probably, I don't know. What you see? Tell me what you see.
I'm seeing you, but I'm hearing another lady whose language is not as professional as this life, speaking to other people and playing music. So I don't know what's going on with your life tonight.
Or even from the other night, you notice the numbers staying down, you realize?
Yes, but I don't know what's going on. Now you're being crossed with somebody else. There's something going on.
Yes, there's something going on for sure. I believe you. There's something going on. I need to check out this page.
Definitely.
I need to check out this page. What's going on? So you want to send it to me to see? Can hear, or you can screen record it and just send it to my inbox.
Actually, I left it. I left the live and I just came back again and it cleared again. If it comes again, I will see what I could do to send it to you.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. You want to stay in the box?
Yeah, might as well stay in the box.
Oh, okay, Kerry. Good evening, Miss Mitchell. Yes, we are talking about the soldiers, you heard, and we are discussing various things happening in our country when it comes down to our safety and our protection. You know, Michelle. Yes.
A pleasant good night. And Happy New Year to you, George.
Oh, you do, sir. DK. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good so far. I'm good so far. Panelists, good night again. Good night again.
I don't know if you heard me talking about the soldier, 36 years old, arrested and charged for 28 pew.
Oh, that's the one they caught in Portmore?
Yes. A young man. This is a young man just budding now to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
This is a young man would have started with the JDF for some disciplinary reinforcement or enforcement. This is a young man who would have set an example for the younger folks.
Exactly, because it is very hard to get in the JDF, you know. The Jamaican army, it is very hard, you know. So for you, if you do something like that, no man, we somebody else who could have that spot there.
Not even so DJ, but also, you know, when you're a soldier, young men want to take you as an example. You want to follow your footsteps.
Hi, Marcia.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You want to follow your footsteps and say, yes, man, DK, a soldier, I want to follow him. I must be soldier and young people. Do we have those things in society still? Where, you know, the military is looked upon as such pride and
yes,
you know, they want to
of course, yes, it is. Yes.
And I agree, because there's a lot of young men and women I know are part of the JCF and the JDF, young men. Yeah. So what do you think went wrong, in your opinion? Are your views?
I think he was introduced, and based on what to be caught in something like that is it obviously. You obviously see what is going on, and you see your way of reaching something or somewhere faster. So this fast-paced life, you get to like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So temptation.
And we were establishing the fact that because of this fast life, they are introduced to the wrong people.
And because you're in the security force, you might use that as an advantage and saying that you're untouchable.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but it's a good thing we see happening, you know, because it shows that the police, they are impartial in their duties.
Yeah.
That is showing, you know, whether you're an inspector or a soldier or a commissioner, they're going to take you down. So I think we are in the right direction. It's an excellent point, Ms. Mitchell. Very excellent.
And yeah, we have to commend the security force and the investigation team for doing something like that, because, you know, them say we're not working and the police force is so corrupt, but we're glad that we can weed out these bad heads.
Yes. Very interesting.
Good night, Judge.
Good evening, Empress. How are you doing? Welcome.
Doing good. Thanks for asking. I was saying, you know, last night I was on another live, and you would have held me, you'd have locked me up in jail. That was really nice, because you know, it was a little bit on the, you know.
You have a little noise like shaking. Somebody in your bed?
Not in my bed, no. I'm on my elliptical working out.
Oh, you're working out?
Yeah.
Take 2 minutes and talk. Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, you know, I was the topic was more like, you know, blaming the government for the action of the police, the security system. And, you know, my comment was, and will always be, that there is good and bad in the force. And, you know, it's going to take a while for the government to weed out the bad apples out of the force, right? Because it's not like they are, hey, it's one-sided, that it's the government that's in, they're all government supporters. They're of the opposition also, right? So I'm saying we have to work tirelessly to get the bad weeds out, to, you know, when they're apprehended, is to put them through the full punishment of the law. No questions asked, right? We cannot be blaming the government and giving kudos to the criminals. You understand? And where I see us right now, as the other guy that was here was saying, he can get a gun in the US, without background check and all of that. You know what? It is so difficult for Jamaicans to get a gun. And I honestly think that more people should be able to bear arms. Honestly, we can have for hunting and for different kind of sports here, but not for our personal protection, because we're not as we have our crime and stuff, but we're not as violent as, you understand? So we don't have, they would ask a couple of years to bring them in and all of that, and you can't have, but you can just buy it and go for hunting and stuff like that. But is it on your thing? I'm hearing a music in the background.
No, it's something from your end.
No.
And nobody else mic is open.
No. Like I hear like a music in the background.
I guess it's mine. I'm playing a game. It's mine. Sorry.
Okay. I thought it was me. On the lady saying about the cross thingy. I thought that was it. Yeah. But back to what I was saying is that I think in Jamaica should be able to, I'm not saying they should relax the means of how you getting a gun, but I think we should be able, more people should be able to own a gun for their own safety. And as you were talking about that young man with the pie and all of that, what I'm looking at is that it's greed, Your Honor. It's greed. Your Honor, it can't be anything more than greed, the fast life, because at that age, they have a certain goal and they think more or less that because they're in this role, they have access to things. Yes, it could be friends and, followers and all of that. But guess what? Come on, you should be upholding the law. And what are you doing? You're engaging in, breaking the law. Anna, I could tell you, he comes before you, it's 99 years for each.
99 years.
Each pie is 99 years, Your Honor.
Exactly.
And I yield.
Yes. Tender. What's your take on this discussion that we're having this evening?
Good evening, everybody. I like to speak when I've gathered information, so that's why it appears I'm shy, but I'm not. However, with this discussion that we're having, there's a lot of factors that we have to look into before we could actually come to a conclusion. Number one, yes, I know everybody or a lot of people may be saying that the police and, that they're doing wrong by what they're doing, but at this point, what other tools do we have for them to work with? They are outnumbered by the other side, so they themselves are trying to survive. We have to take into account that we each go out to work each day and our goal is to come back home alive. And when you're standing in front of a GUN or you have to guess whether or not somebody has a GUN, you have to make that split decision within that moment. And meanwhile, we're focusing on the police force. What are the rules for the bad guys? There are no rules. So therefore, this fight is unfair, and we have to really look at the fact that, yes, we may not like the numbers, but in any situation, you're gonna have that rise before you have that fall. Maybe when the criminals in Jamaica see that the officials are not going to play with them, that will encourage some youth not to pick up the GUN. When you hear that, okay, fine, this person may have been innocent or the forces came and this occurred and they were innocent, the youth are going to look the other way. No matter which society we're in, there are going to be casualties. We go behind the wheel of our cars we drive, there is somebody that's going to get in an accident and somebody that's going to lose their 3 points, right? It's all a part of life. But I find that as we're on these forums, people are operating in this alternate reality. It's not real what we're talking about. There are going to be casualties. It's going to appear to be worse before it gets better. And we have to take off our hats to our police force in Jamaica, because they themselves are trying to survive, and how dare us sit here and criticize them when you go and you stand in front of a gun, or sorry, a GUN, or you have to make that split decision. I'm telling you, I'm doing it. I'm not going to wait to find out. And as we look at this, yes, everybody should have the right to bear arms. However, we have to fix the literacy level in our country. So that means the educated and the rich will be the ones that have arms, and meanwhile, the poor man will not. So before we get to that, let's fix our education system. Let's get up that literacy. Let's do that education. And we are all talking about what these young men need to do. They need to go to this and that. Again, I go back, it starts with the parents. What education are we giving these younger parents that we're having nowadays? Are we giving them the right tools? So we're looking at the end, but we still need to go and dig at the root cause, and we're not playing at that root cause. And as for the soldier with the guns, with the GUN, he's playing with the big boys. There's no way you wouldn't be so brave as a little man. Somebody gave him enough confidence to do this. So let's look into who the big guys are. If we get rid of the big guys, then the little man on the street will not have access. If we get rid of that person in the office that's signing the paper or telling somebody else to look away, that has the finances to pay people to look away, then our problems will begin to be solved. But we're nowhere near that. We're nowhere near everybody bearing arms, because it's going to be unfair. And we're nowhere, and we should not be criticizing our police force, because right now they're doing what they can to survive and to protect you and me. For everybody that has been pew-pewed this year, if you look at each one of those individuals, how many innocent victims would there have been that would have been lost through their hands? Everybody's looking at the officials, the force, but nobody is looking at the criminals. That's my 2 cents.
Why, that's more than 2 cents. That is $1. That's a big number. That's a very big number, and it's well said. Reach to the point, because when you look at it, what are the odds? What are the mechanisms out there? They are calling for body-worn cameras. Is that sufficient?
Absolutely.
Based on what is happening, as you rightly said, there's somebody else bigger than this soldier that is involved in this. This is a big something out there in the sea. And this is big in the skies.
And Judge, if I could interrupt you, body cams are body cams, but if you look in the United States, or even in Canada where I live,
yes,
the body cams is almost giving the officials more legal rights, because the officials are still getting away if they're doing something wrong, even when they have those body cams, because you take a life and you get suspended with pay. And it was on body cam. It still does not work. I think sometimes these body cams give them the ability to become even more brazen in their acts. And as I've been listening about this body cam thing, the Prime Minister is correct. He needs to have the right people in place to review these footage. You cannot have this footage reviewed in the island, because then it is not going to be fair. You need to have an external company, not on the island of Jamaica, looking at these footages that could scrutinize them and then send the feedback back to Jamaica. So we just need to be patient. We can't run. You have to walk. Matter of fact, you have to creep before you walk, before you run, and stop making. I find that I'm a Jamaican. I love Jamaica. I'm building my home. I plan to return there. We have politicized everything. Stop blaming political parties and look and say there are criminals and there are bad actors. Bad actors, it doesn't matter what affiliation. Stop expecting the prime minister to come and fix everything. What are we as a community doing to assist? Are you taking in that little boy when you hear that little boy outside carrying on certain ways? Are you taking him underneath your wings and showing him love? Are you pointing him in the right direction? Or you have him listening to all these artists? What are we doing as a community? A village raises children, not the prime minister. We're expecting too much. All we do is talk, but we need to do something. If each and every Jamaican take one child, one young man, and mentor him, do you not think that our streets would be a little bit safer years from now? But no, everybody is a point. And when you point the finger, my mother said the other finger is always pointing back at you. Let us all do something. Foreigners, Jamaican, let us all do something to help our young people go in the proper direction.
Very, very profound statement. I think we need to take accountability, and that is our problem. And it's all story, you know. People believe that the government's supposed to fix everything. That's what they believe. I don't know where they get that narrative from. Oh, I thought a mistake. Probably should have there.
You know what Your Honor, I just want to say something quickly here. You know, I mean, I can understand our culture, right? And when we're there, you know, we are basically, how would I say, we are programmed that we ask the government for everything. So the government has to fix everything, the road, yes, it is. But at the same time, when most of the people that I find in the social space are living in the diaspora, and they have come away and they know far better how the government in North America, Europe, wherever they are, how it works. I think that we have that advantage where we can teach our people there that are listening to us to say, hey, you know what? The road is not working. The road is whatever. This is who you can contact. Because what I find, a lot of our people don't even listen to the news, Your Honor. They don't know. I was on someone's live, and this woman complaining about, you know, the prime minister should get into the grocery stores and should tell these people that the price hike and whatever. No, I quickly dropped the Consumer Affairs Commission there to say to her, Miss, the Consumer Affairs is who looks about that. Like, get on the computer or your phone and inquire, like, but nobody does research. And these people here in the diaspora that should do better, I'm telling you, I'm very disappointed at the language and how they try to, you know, be feeding into these people and to not say to them, hey, you can get up and do this, you can do that. No, the government must give me a house. The government must send my kids to school, give me backpacks and all of that, books and all of that. And the government must do everything. I mean, Judge, I don't understand the culture. Like, no, it's getting bad. And the other thing I'm looking at, we don't make pies in our country.
Yes.
We don't make pies there. And whether it be big wigs or small sprat at the bottom or the bottom feeders, the shrimp or whomever it is, our same people here are sending it back there. And it's sad. So we're talking about the government needs to be hard on crime and blah, blah, blah. But guess what? Somebody's responsible for sending it. Somebody is. Who? We don't know. but somebody here. Oh, it's sad, Judge. Very sad.
When was this thing for the when was this thing a culture? We to ask the government for everything. When was it, or when it became a culture? Because I didn't grow up that way. At no point in time, I feel if I ask the government, it's like it is.
You know what?
I don't know. Me feel that way.
DJ, I tell you, I might be older than a lot of people in the room. However, I might be very, very much old, too old. But let me tell you, I remember back in the late 70s, you would hear whose leader was born where, and the giving and the gimme and the me and the I get everything and I don't have to work for it and someone should provide it for me. So I grew up in that era where one side was saying, you know, yes, we're going to give you education. We want to give you skill, that same side. But then there was this thing where, hey, the freebies and the freebies. And I find out of that culture, it still exists. And most of these people, I see them in rooms in North America and all over Europe. And the same mentality is, we need to have this. The government must do this. But so I grew up in that era thing where, you know, you want to go get a pound of flour, you had to buy a sanitary napkin to go with it. You know, you couldn't get a pound of flour. We had a grocery store. So, I mean, we had this stuff. But even though we were not big supermarkets, so we were small shops, right? So we still encountered, you know, difficulty purchasing the stuff because sometimes you would go to buy whatever it is and you had to buy a bottle of syrup that you really don't need, right? So it was bad, you know. So I grew up in that area, DJ, unfortunately.
Yeah. I grew up on that too, DJ.
I don't know how the begging is normalized. Ask the government for this and everything, and if things don't go right, you blame the government.
Mm-hmm.
And DJ, it all depends on where you grew up to, right? So some of us who
I was in the gate at the time. I lived in Kingston 6.
Okay, because I mean, I grew up
in Tavern. I grew up, and then now I moved to Portmore.
Okay, because I grew up on the western side of the island, you know, so I didn't see. But then I moved into Kingston in the early, about 80, 83, 84. And let me tell you something. Whew, was it a rude awakening? Yeah, I learned well there. It was a university. It was a first degree there. Just being there, I got my first degree there.
So when you look at the whole narrative, are you hearing me, guys? You hear me?
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Yes, thank you. When you look at what is happening, or young people, because more young people they are going under. Majority of those you know, that was unalive last year was young people. As I was saying on Monday, that what's going to happen to our daughters? Who is it that they're going to marry to? Because they are going the wrong direction. No more Boy Scouting, no more cadet, no more Girls Guide, none of that anymore. All of them taking up the wrong path. Everybody's a TikToker now, and that's what they are doing.
Your Honor, I think we need to, inside of the schools, Your Honor, I think we the Ministry of Education has a task on his hand. And this is something, I came out of a educator family, and what I'm looking at is, you know, the culture of bright and dunce. Growing up now, you realize that children bloom at different stage, and already our boys are not going for education. The females are already coming out of university. When you look at enrollment for females, right? University, it's more females. They're coming out, and they can find a compatible partner who is, you understand, on the same intellectual level, because our guys are not going for education. But starting at the grassroots, you'll find that some of our boys are not on the intellectual part on very early, right? Some of them are very late bloomers. And I'm thinking that special ed should be something that is a little bit more emphasized in the school at an early age, Your Honor, so that you can identify these children and help to gear them, or to, you know, redirect them into that area where you're seeing that their skill sets are. Because, you know, sometimes they bloom, as I said, bloom very late, after high school. Went to high school, did nothing in high school. And then it's after high school that they get up and say, hey, they're going to start to go do evening classes, or, you know, that kind of thing. So a skill is something that you could start. You understand? Start them in skill areas very early. And that's how I look. There needs to be a little bit more to kind of train them and hold them together. Churches need to play more role in you know, the neighborhood. Remember, as what's her name said, you know, the village raising the child. So the church needs to be a little bit more visual in the community, because, you know, everybody in the community knows who goes to this church, goes to that church. But then if the church is a little bit more involved in having little social clubs for children in their area, and taking the children that they see are not going to school, you know, bring them to Sunday school, bring them to Sabbath school, you know, and start to help to raise these children. You know, something has to be done, Your Honor. Something has to be done, because we're losing the younger ones, and it's bad, very bad.
We have to go back to the basics. Yeah. Shanae. Yes, Tender. Just hold on a minute. Let me just get in Shanae, one of my clerk. Shanae, how are you doing? Welcome. It has been a long while I've been in one of these boxes.
That is true. Thank you for having me. Good night, everyone.
How are you? You're busy making a lot of money?
Well, when that is so, I will come and send big gifts on the live. So until then, I'm still hustling.
Until then, we keep on singing. How are you?
I am well. I'm trying to follow the discussion because I just came and I'm not sure exactly what the topic is, but I think I'm following it.
Yeah, we are springing from the young soldier that was arrested and charged for, you know, illicit or illegal firearms, 28 of them, over 6,000 ammunition. So we are here discussing it, that this is very unfortunate and also good, because it's showing that the police is impartial in their duty.
Yes, but I was hearing, I think it was Empress that was talking just now, and I would like to contribute a little to that. What I realize now is that we're living in a very fast era. Everything is very fast. I think she was suggesting that the church be more involved, certain core structures and foundations in society. But at this time, people don't want those things. They're too slow. People want fast. If you can come on TikTok and do certain things and make certain amount of money, you're not gonna go to a church that is telling you to do the right thing, or to do this, or to do a 9 to 5 and certain things. You're not going to do that.
No.
Everything have to be fast. If you're lucky, if you take the risk and you're lucky enough, you don't have to work. That is, I don't find that a lot of persons at certain age now really looking like that. They're trying to do things very, very fast and get it quicker than taking the long.
Yes, the easy road. The easy road.
I'm going to give you an example. My sister has 4 boys and 1 girl, right? The 3 boys are the oldest. 3 of the boys are the oldest, in their 20s. And for them to have this fast pace, they have a regular job and a side hustle to maintain their lifestyle, something which I didn't have or think of doing when I was their age. You understand me?
Yes, yeah.
They are thinking ahead. And right now, they are doing extremely well, better than when I was with them, in Jamaica, So they now have multiple streams of income. So they were thinking, I don't know where they saw this or how they get the information from, but I'm glad to say them never fall on the wayside with the others, and these, my nephews, have been looked up to in the community just because of how they uplift themselves. You understand? So
yeah.
it's just a positive way of thinking. It's not to look and say, oh, scamming this and scam that. And no, they do it legally. They reach where they reach legally. So it's not for the youth to just take there's fast pace, but it's just how you do it. You understand?
Okay. Thank you very much for your contribution. So Shane, you complete what you wanted to say?
Yeah, in a nutshell, I understand. I'm not seeing his name. I'm seeing DJ. I'm not saying that there are young people who are taking the route, the correct route, but generally, because I used to work at a particular prosecutory place, and when cases of these nature come before the magistrate, a lot of young people, they don't have the time. They just want it right now, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves. Most of them don't have the time to take the route and to build on anything. They just want to know. It's a very fast-paced environment that we are in, and some of the fastest, we know where that will take you.
Exactly, like this young man, this soldier.
Right, because you would say on the face of it, you would say he took the correct route and he's on his way. But in the process, it became too slow, and then he did something else.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. It just sad that to see our young people just going down the drain, as old people say, with this foolishness. They do, as somebody said earlier, they don't want to live within their means. And that is one of the problems we are having in society right now, where people want this high life. Their mind is high, everything they want expensive, and they cannot reach there. They don't know how to take their time anymore. You see, it's a very serious thing. Yes, Valerie, that's very, very serious.
I think as well, financial literacy needs to be taught more on a wide scale in the schools. That is something we weren't taught in high school.
Interesting.
So it is something to be looked at, and I'm not sure if it is being taught in school now, because as I'm saying, my nephews, they they are being looked up to because they have multiple streams of income. Yes. So
DJ, are you living in Jamaica?
No, I'm in Canada.
In Canada now. So yes. What is one thing that's striking in Jamaica that they say, yes, there's something good happening in Jamaica? What is one thing that you have seen?
Wow, there are more job opportunities.
Yes.
Really. And prior to leaving Jamaica, I was offered a job at Jamaica Eye. You know,
Jamaica,
yes.
Jamaica is still active?
Yes, but they're still active, man. They're still active.
Okay.
You know, the camera stoplight so forth, and they have a drone section and so forth. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they are expanding on a rapid pace. You know, I still keep up with somebody who is still employed there. You know, and since we saw the Prime Minister at this opening at this new beer or brewery, whatever.
Yes, brewery.
Yes. And
yes.
That brewery is in my constituency. I know, sir. If I was still in Jamaica, I would definitely get a job there.
Yes.
Yes, you know. And I'm so glad because a couple of my friends, unattached youths, are also employed there. And I'm so glad, you know, them get a second chance in life to make themselves be a man. You know?
You have any plans to return home?
Yes, I have plans to return. I'm coming for local government elections.
Okay.
And then after after that is the general elections. I'll definitely be in Jamaica for the general elections.
That's for 3 years. Well, no.
Yes. Yes.
You put that down one side and say that is it.
Yes, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm coming down to Floss and work. Bring home. Yes.
Yes, during the week we close at 10 o'clock. Close court. We are joining at 10. We're going to give Tender and Empress a couple of minutes, and then we can all join and we can close court this evening.
Yes, Your Honor. I will be very short this time. We find that we are asking, or the Jamaican people, which I am one, everybody's asking for the government to give this, to give that, but it doesn't appear that we're focusing on asking the government to invest in our children. It may be that we're at a point where maybe the government needs to be more involved with our children. For instance, I just came from Jamaica, 3 days ago? Okay. And why are these school children on the road in their uniform at this time of the night, in the late hours of the evening?
What time is that then?
It was probably around 6 o'clock when I was going through Ocherias, and I saw this young lady with whatever stick up in her hair and they're carrying on. The government needs to hold parents accountable. Your children should be home by a certain time.
Right.
Because when they're not home by a certain time, they're getting their education from the street. And as for this soldier did not become a soldier and then become a criminal. He was a criminal a long time ago.
Or I was trained, or I was adapted to this kind of thing.
Long time ago. He's an intelligent, he went up the ranks. He knew what he was doing. He didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, let me hide 28 guns. Right. That's just my opinion.
Thank you very much. Empress Survivor.
You know what? You're so right, Ender. Sometimes you look at these young people because of how they were raised, the area they were raised in. Hey, I want to get into this. I want to do this, because guess what? Is an easy route out. Is an easy way out of, what is it that they want to do. Now, as you said, invest in the children. I do believe, and as I said before, I think that they should spend some time in doing trade. And because, can I tell you something? Canada needs so much trade, so much skilled workers, Your Honor. It's unbelievable. Canada needs skilled laborers. They're always building. There are developments all over the place. And where are they getting these people from? Ireland, Europe, all over the place.
Empress, I am skilled. I have a license to operate almost every construction thing, vehicle except a crane.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about, DJ. If the emphasis could be put more on the young people in school that are not going the academic route, Your Honor, and they can be, hey, just pass out of high school with your as we'll say, your just your basic, right? And you pass. Once you pass high school, guess what? You're going to be coming out with your basic, but you do have a trade for life. And that's what I think they should spend some time, spend some time with these youth and get them skilled, get them in skilled areas. That's my input.
Thank you. I'm going to just want to close off with Paul. Paul, welcome to the live. Paul, wake up, Paul. Don't jump off of the bed now, Paul. Paul, we're not. Yes, DK, we're going to just close off now. DK, you have the final words. Miss Mitchell, you want to come up to say hi? You've been there, you're occupied, no problem.
I already said my final words, Sir George.
Right, so yes, we have a restriction on the live. I'm not sure what is happening in the live. Probably a report in the live. We have getting some attack. Miss Mitchell come and share her final say. Like from the evening. Then we'll close. Miss Mitchell, how are you? Miss Mitchell?
Good evening, Judge Sims. Good evening, everyone. I've been enjoying the conversation in between writing for a grant. I do agree with you on most of you guys' points, but I think also the community has to play a special emphasis in also gearing our youth towards the direction that we want to see each community, each constituency, each parish, not only on a council level, but also on a regional level and a national level. So I do believe that the community, our churches, and our governments all have to work together in achieving those goals. But the government are making some strides in offering a lot of programs, especially for the youth. One of my pet peeves is HEART. They have increased that department completely, and also up to a college degree you can get through HEART. So the government are making some strides. I don't represent the government, nor do I represent the Jamaica Labour Party or the PNP Labour Party, but when I see things that are right, I like to make sure, point them out. But if a person does not want to make that commitment towards their own future, no matter how much involvement or how many programs and or the churches and or elders, it first has to come from that individual who also wants it for themselves.
Exactly. With that said, we'd like to thank those who participate tonight. We realize that we're having some issues from the last live, Ms. Mitchell, where numbers are fluctuating. And I do believe that there's some interference behind the scene, beyond our control. But we are going to get over it, all right?
Yeah.
So hope to see you on a Saturday evening where we'll have another live discussion. We'll have court cases before this judge, and we can be able to, Kerry is coming up. Kerry, you're coming up? Yes. We're able to look into the matter and speak justice.
Right.
Bye, Valerie. I take care.
What's up? Good night, guys. I've never seen your live this dead before.
The state sound like they may have shadow banned his live.
Yeah,
you sure, or is from what all that excitement that happened that night, like everybody just crashed out?
No. I think it was a shadow ban. Can you see this? You sent me something today, right?
Huh?
Yeah. They sent me something today. They came up on the live this evening saying, a fake judge.
They're what?
Somebody came up saying, I just get rid of them though. Say, fake judge, wannabe judge.
Oh, like, who sent you that? TikTok?
No, man. No. Somebody. It's a fake page.
Oh, no, but I'm wondering if all that drama that happened on your live the other day, because that was crazy. I joined it late, but I see everybody in the comments was throwing shade, and it was like one big excitement. I wasn't here though, but I joined late to the end.
Yeah. I'm not sure. What we're not worrying about. We're gonna say.
Huh?
We start out in due time.
Repeat?
I said it will start out in due time. I don't know what does that mean. But we're gonna check it out. All right.
Judge, when you go live again, this Friday or Saturday?
Saturday at 8.
Saturday at 8. Okay.
Yes. Hope for you to join. All right. So thank you all for coming, Kerry. You will see you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Empress, Tender, DJ, Miss Mitchell. Have a good evening.
You too.
It's officially adjourned, and see you Saturday evening. Chef, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good night, everyone.
Yes, good night, Empress. So, Ms. Mitchell, how are you?
I am good, Your Honor. With your permission, there is some pertinent information that most likely is going to affect our beloved country of Jamaica. There is not an official memorandum of understanding, and I'm going to paraphrase this either from the Department of Homeland Security and or the State Department, but it's most likely will be coming in the next interim because it's going to affect overall immigrant visa processing, and it's 75 countries, including Jamaica, that will be affected. That's approximately 310,000 individuals who will be barred, most likely, from the application process, and we're still awaiting confirmation from the State Department and also the Department of Homeland Security. Information was leaked to Fox News, and it has basically spiraled, and a confirmation from the spokesperson for the State Department did confirm, but nothing official yet.
Yes. I saw clips and bits of it, but I said I was not going to take it up this evening. You know, I want to get some more information on it first. So now that we have a discussion on it, we can even look into it further so that we can share it on the platform.
Yes, this is going to be definitely something that's going to impact individuals who are either in the immigrant visa processing or who are thinking of applying for a visa. But I like to tell persons, go to Rutgers for your news or the AP, because Rutgers was the first news organization to actually get the State Department on record in regards to this. So we're now waiting for a memorandum of understanding. In addition, both entities and also the embassy office in Kingston to send a direct memo to the to our foreign affairs hand, and also how it will impact us, because we are on the list of countries, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then a lot of people leave Jamaica to go to work and send back money too. So it will definitely affect Jamaica in a negative way.
Yes.
I believe.
So the key is that the State Department is reassessing its immigration processing procedures. And we have to wait until an official statement is sent via the State Department, via Homeland Security, and also it trickles down to the embassy in Kingston and also to our government officials.
Exactly. So, I am not disturbed. I am not, because I am 100% Jamaican. So I have nowhere to go. I don't need a visa to stay in my country. I love my country and I always brag. I don't have a visa. In fact, I don't even have a passport.
Wow.
I don't need a passport. I don't need it. That passport expired over 20 years ago. I don't need one. I'm not planning on leaving my country. But I guess it will change, sometime to come. But for now, I am quite okay in my yard, enjoying all the benefits and the good food and the organic food instead of going away to live in icebox. That I have to,
That's correct.
Yes. Hey, Miss Mitchell, say all right though.
I am well. I'm ready to come home.
You're ready to come home? You see what I mean? It's what I mean. Nobody better than yard.
Yeah, I'm ready to come home. This cold weather is just.
It's getting to you.
Yeah.
And you run away, leave all the warmness the other day, so you can imagine now you remember.
I look like I took some Chroma's Glow. It automatically changes your complexion when you're in the cold weather.
Okay. It's always a pleasure hearing from you, seeing you as
Likewise.
well. And, tonight is no exception. I enjoy the discussion this evening. We have not enough people to really flush out this information, but I guess in due time they will catch on. I guess they have different activities doing. We know the live now will be more festive, and I'm sure there's a shadow ban on this live based on the last, as Kerry said, the last discussion. I think that has something to do with it, Kerry. The last live. I need to look at it.
Yeah.
And to see what's happening. So even the post, I realize the post not even making much numbers too as well. So I'm going to check on it and see what is happening.
Right, and also put it in the AI suggestion when you do your post.
Judge, I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm thinking like with all the drama what was going on when I came on the page and persons were complaining and saying all kind of stuff, and I just noticed that like everybody probably didn't like what happened and they gone.
I'm not sure now. I think he was referring to some shadow ban on the page.
No, I was saying the last drama and the big uproar, and I think you had ended the live and what had happened. I don't know if a lot of persons had got turned off. I caught it late. I only caught the last part of it. So I was looking at the comments and person typing. That's what I was talking about. Like what happened?
Okay, it was time to close because we had exceeded the time. And so, Ms. Mitchell, we had passed time to close. I don't think we had abrupt the court.
No, I think what she's referring to is that the topic versus what others were discussing, and there weren't.
Oh man, there was some argument over here, like with Ingram and Punkus and the whole thing.
Oh, that one. Oh yeah, that was memorable.
Oh, okay.
I noticed from that night I saw a lot of persons in the comment but numbers are low now, so I can talk. There are a lot of persons in the comment that was complaining and saying, no, you can't do that, and some were saying, but Angel need to cool down, and this one was saying, no, Judge, you're wrong. Punkus was kicked out, and Punkus wasn't doing anything. I was just reading the comment, that's like, because I joined late. I wasn't on it.
Yes.
And that's why I'm asking, and a lot of persons were saying, some people were saying we're not coming back, and it's just, so that's what I'm saying, if that's what happened while the numbers just dropped. I've never seen your numbers. Huh?
Kerry, I always said you have over 6 billion people on this app. So the numbers will change. Billion. We never have a million people on this live. Not even 500. So the live is like this. People, depending on the topic, people will join on. I believe so, Ms. Mitchell.
That's correct.
I do believe that. Yes, I don't worry about people, the regular people, because some of them, they will contribute. They just come to distract.
That's true.
They come to distract. So I don't worry about numbers. I just want to present and whatever I discuss. And that's
but I remember I used to have so much fun, and it just, I think that's
so happened, Batman. Remember, it's time.
Remember, you got an assignment, Kerry. You remember, you have a presentation. You're supposed to present.
Yeah, it's different. It's kind of different. Remember, the people of the drama and the excitement.
No, it's just like I come and like, Judge, who we locking up today? Send him go put on his wig, and
You don't have that, no.
And then I just came, and it just feels so sad. It was like, what's going on?
Yes, it's soon change. It's soon change. When we have a live, a topic that interests people, they will come over and they will sit and listen. Even the treaty, you realize the treaty, it was more educational, so you have more of those people over here. You have new people, so it depends on the topic.
And I have found that when it comes to policing, especially talking about Jamaica Constable Force, if you're more negative, your numbers are high.
Exactly.
When you actually bring in facts and evidence base and talking about solutions, your numbers tends to be lower.
Exactly, and that is exactly what is happening. Apart from that gentleman trying to attack me today, what I just said. So I sent him on the post to say,
Oh, caution.
Yes.
I can't believe he went and created a video with you. When I saw the video, I was so shocked. Caution is just a character, to tell you the honest truth. He over there on his live right now, putting out a bunch of false. Caution is.
Yes, he wants to get some attention. So
sometimes I have to laugh after him.
You have to give grace in certain instances. But the thing is about information. Information has to be correct.
Yes. That is it.
Guys, I saw a picture a while ago. Daryl Vaz post with what a PMP guy name again? Philip Alwell, with them having a drink after fighting in Parliament. Say, listen, he posted a picture and say, this is us after fighting in Parliament. And I laugh and I like, look at us here on TikTok.
We've been saying that, Carrie.
I have been saying
no, but I mean, like, actually, with him just posting the picture and they over there fighting over with Daryl. Oh my God, this is so funny, guys.
Yeah, that's it. They don't understand they are friends. That's why I said I don't want to do politics. We don't have the time for that. To look at the facts and what we can suggest to help our country.
Yeah, man. Faz over there having a drink with Philip Walwell.
Yes.
But I guarantee you that someone on the app is going to have a live that, and then they're going to.
I just photocopied the picture and say I'm gonna put it up because I was shocked because that's my MP, you know. Oh, look at my MP.
Anyways, thanks.
Yeah, but anyway, guys. Good night. Good night.
All right. Good night, Judge. Thank you. Bye. Good night, beautiful.
Which assignment I had to do? You say I had an assignment?
Yes, you were supposed to take apart help with the policing.
I know you had that under control. From listening to you talk, I was like, you know what? I don't need to do anything, Miss Mitchell.
You're right.
And you did a great. Hold on, and you did an excellent job. I didn't need to come in. Great job. Congratulations, Miss Mitchell. Great job.
No. Do the Indicom one.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Take
you
on Indicom part.
Huh?
Take on the Indicom part.
Me or you?
You.
I think you should take it on. You did an excellent job.
You see how beautiful
and the way how you present.
Kerry, you want us to lack of somebody.
Was even more excellent. But anyway, guys, have a good night. Bye.
Yes, you too, Kerry. But Miss Mitchell, for the Miss Nurse didn't get something to do.
No, she actually has to present, but she hasn't been on to this evening.
Yeah, man, she was here this evening, you know. She was here up till late. I'm not even sure if she's still here. Let me see if she's still here. She was here.
Oh, she was? I know. I didn't see her because we were all over talking about immigration and giving immigration advice earlier today. But I can reach out to her and.
She was here, man. She was here earlier, but she didn't send a request, so I didn't know if anybody reach out to her because I know she's busy and she might take it serious like you. To really do the research and come up and talk about it. I know she would normally come in and jump out and come in and jump out. So it's like where she's at is not stable for her to, or conducive for her to really share. Everybody don't have that freedom and like that. So I guess that is it. So that's why I'm also leaning to you and Angel for these kind of presentations.
Okay.
Like somebody that I can depend on.
All right, so we can talk off air in regards to whether we're going to deal with the unaliving, which we talk about the intentional homicide, and or the part about Indicom and then body camera and also community policing, and we can tie it all back together.
And I think what we can do in closing, we can tie the unaliving, the 311 versus previous white is alarm. Because it's actually 65% somebody increase. So I think that is why we really want to hear what is happening, who are the persons who are unalived in that number, and how many of them before the court and all of these kind of things. So I think that is really be an interesting topic for discussion.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. Yes, the thing is that even for the last live, as was mentioned earlier with I think we need to bud it where we have people just come up. Oh, Miss Mitchell, you're over PMP Live, or you're over JLP Live. We need to bud those things. If you have know something about Miss Mitchell and her character, just inbox me privately and we can look into it and then we can talk from there. Instead of just coming up openly, just slandering you. It's not nice.
Well, I think a lot of persons get used to Marsha now, and I'm welcome on almost anybody's platform because I tend to look from it from a objective point of reference. Because I tell persons that, you know what, most of these skilled politicians are laughing at us. They're not laughing at me, but they're laughing at all of persons who would hold grudges and animosity on these social media platform. The key is that Jamaica first. And then if you want to implement and show others what your political affiliations are, that is fine, and how the JLP policy is actually working versus what the PNP policies was in the past, and compare and contrast, that's fine. But it's not that serious, guys.
Yes, exactly. Mr. Ingram, come here for a second if you're not busy.
And we have some bright individual on this app in Jamaican TikTok community, and I've learned a lot from a lot of you guys, and thank you.
Yes, Mr. Ingram just passed by, so I wanted to talk to him. Yes, but I saw the thing that was sent to him from Punkos.
Mm-hmm.
Did he send it to you, Ms. Mitchell?
He did, and I'm not going to lie to you. I did not get into my inbox, but I want to get into it because TikTok is set up a way that you don't see everything. And I know he said on the live, and I did not look into my inbox, and I apologize because he doesn't have my direct number. But I'm going to make it a special point to look into what was sent to me. Because he said he was going to send it to me. And I know how Mr. Ingram is. Mr. Ingram said he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
But I thought they solved that problem already, you know. I thought they solved it because I did ask him, so you and Punko sort out no. And that is why I raised the point to you the other evening, you know, because I know there was something there. So we're just trying to safeguard the kind of clash that.
Right. And honestly, I did not know it was as depth as it was disclosed on your platform. And I'm going to try my earnest effort to try to resolve this because, you know, at the end of the day, these are two intellectual individuals who has a vast experience to offer all of us. And it's not acceptable either way for anyone to insult each other. And I've always said that. So we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to look at what Mr. Ingram sent to me, and I am going to do what I do best and figure out something.
Very disrespectful about his wife and his children. It's very, very disrespectful.
Oh,
very,
Jesus, I didn't look at it yet. And if you said that, then...
Very disrespectful statements, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Very, very disrespectful. I don't know why they would you'd send Mr. Ingram something like that, irrespective of what political difference they have there. That's really, it passed the boundary. I'm going to send it to you tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to do it tonight. If I have the chance, I will get it done for you tonight.
Okay.
So you can read it and see. It's very discouraging. So I think I want to invite you. Punkos passed by earlier today, you know. He passed by your live today as well, this evening, and Mr. Ingram just passed. So, you know, they always take a little while before they're coming back. So they take a little week or 2 week vacation and then they come back. But I would like to deal with it in terms of trying to have both of them to have some mediation and they can solve it. You know, some apology and so on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot afford us disrespect people like that and so on. I am not for those things.
You know, when I was much younger, I used to make a lot of speech that I regretted. And my mom used to always say, Masha, don't make the speech that you're going to regret. And at times we all have made some regrettable speeches. And we just have to just own up to them and learn from them and move forward. But if something was stated in regards to someone's loved one, it can be something that can also trigger them. So we have to be mindful.
Yes, and then again, you know, I think they could have used the platform to really to trash out this situation. You know.
I'm hopeful. Maybe as some people like to call me naive, but I think in the end we can definitely work on this. I'm going to review it. I'm going to do what I do best. and see what I can get done, because I really and truly admire both men. I was supposed to meet Mr. Ingram when I was in Jamaica, and I didn't get an opportunity to go down to that side. But if one day I will, but I also commit to help him with his endeavor, as far as he's taking on helping orphanages in his community, young children who has lost their parents, and the community is taking care of them, and they're in homes. So I know both persons do their own charities. I know both persons also assist with their own political affiliation, but we have to always remember to respect each other no matter what.
Exactly. And I believe in that. Miss Mitchell, have a good night.
You
It's
too.
really week I'm exhausted and I have tomorrow to do. So I will definitely see you and talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Take care, everyone. Always remember to be kind.
Yes, viewers, take care. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for sharing. And see you at Saturday evening at 8 o'clock again when we look into another case. All right. Good night, all.